And welcome in today, Monday, March the 26th, 2019. Strategies for Living live from Bossier Parish Community College, the big studio high top building D. We're looking out over Billy Montgomery Gymnasium here, and a beautiful blue sky awaits us today. In fact, going all the way through Friday of this week, a little cooler, a little nicer, no rain. That's good news. We had a little wind shift that came through here, blew a lot of things down. But the good news is no issues with anything other than maybe some things were go bump in the night and lost a little power. Tom Pace with you from the Talk of the Town, also your guest strategist host for David McMillan, who does Strategies for Living over there on Keel Radio from 7 to 8 p.m. I'm blessed to be here to host this every Monday. And let me tell you, before we get started with our beautiful guest over here, my hat tip goes to the LS&U Tigers. They're in the Sweet 16, first time since, I believe, 2006. And believe it or not, I don't know if you got this message, according to the computers and analyzing all of the brackets, one person remains with a perfect bracket. And that is amazing, because the last time I think it was 39, and this person has all 48. So congratulations to this. We're going to see if he can take it all the way to the final 63 and or 64, whatever you want to call it. All right, so anyway, welcome in. Whenever I talk about things and I bring the guest in, I say, they're very special people on any given day, just because they're a part of this community and they're doing things for our community, and that's one of the reasons why we do Strategies for Living. And over to my left, you're right as you're looking on the TV. And by the way, we're live on Suddenlink, the big cable system over here for Bossier and for Claiborne and Webster parishes. It's on Channel 12, so call up a friend, tell them that Strategies for Living is on. Over here is Morgan McKenzie.
Mackenzie Morgan.
As I said, Mackenzie Morgan. Thank you. Yes, and everybody just calls you Morgan.
It happens.
It happens? Okay, I figured a lot of them would call you Mackenzie. No, it's Morgan that they traditionally call you.
Mackenzie's my first name.
See.
It's tricky.
Yes, it is tricky. Do they ever call you Mac?
Yes, that's my daddy's name. So.
Oh, okay.
It's common.
All right, that's good. Mackenzie Morgan. And over here now, I know this lady for many, many years. Her name is Bernie. Bernie. It's not the weekend at Bernie's or anything. It's Bernie Bitting, Bitting.
Correct.
You have been with nonprofits for years and years.
Since 1986.
That's a few years.
It is a few years.
If my math serves me, that's like 33 years. Mm-hmm. And so now you're at Easter Seals.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about Easter Seals. I mean, first off, just the name Easter Seals conjures up a lot of things. I remember them where it was for kids that were crippled.
Exactly. That's what we started out 100 years ago. We're celebrating our 100th anniversary.
Wait a minute. You're celebrating 100 years?
100 years.
For the national organization?
Nationally. Mm-hmm. We were founded by Edgar Allen, and he went to his Rotary Club and asked them for help. And all of a sudden we became the Society for Crippled Children.
Well, why did they call it Easter Seals?
Well, because if you remember correctly, back in the beginning, we would send out mailing with a stamp that we asked that you place on all of your mail going out. And it had that seal on there. And it always came out around the time of Easter. So it became Easter Seals eventually.
Wow. That's pretty darn cool. Do you still do something similar to that today?
We still have the stamps, and people that are donors to us and everything, they will get the stamps and they're asked to use them. So we still continue that legacy.
Are they collectibles?
Yes, we've got some hanging in our corporate office from the very first year that
Really?
they started this seal.
All right, now, so you've been here with Easter Seals of Louisiana for many years. What is your actual title? What do they call you? Well, I mean, besides Miss Bernie.
The go-to, no. I am the Director of Development. I handle all of the fundraising across the state, over all of the marketing, which we brought Mackenzie in to assist because we've gotten so big with everything that we're growing. And so with all of the different needs that we have, it's important for us to grow and to continue growing.
Wait a minute, the Easter Seals of Louisiana, you're over the entire state of Louisiana?
For development, yes, sir.
And generally, when they say development, that means sponsorship and money.
Correct. But that also includes like all of the marketing and all of the plan giving and everything. So
Really? Well, you've brought Mac in, if you will, Miss Mackenzie, also known as Morgan, but whatever you're the Director of Development. What are you?
I'm
Mac?
our development coordinator.
You're the Development Coordinator.
Yeah, so I work very closely with Ms. Bernie on marketing, social media, grant writing, the fundraising, events, all the fun stuff.
And I guess that would also include like operations, making sure this, whatever events go, you're the go-to person to make sure that people are assigned, right?
Yeah, between Bernie and I, we get it all taken care of.
Is there something special coming up this April that we should know about?
Yes, we actually are celebrating 100 years at our 8th annual Chocolate and Champagne. So this is a big event we have in Shreveport. It's actually in Bossier at Diamond Jacks Casino. We have about 450 to 500 people attend. We have unlimited chocolate from local vendors that come out, and lots of champagne. It's a really good time.
So it's called Chocolate and Champagne. And of course, the most important word is chocolate.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of people that love chocolate. Are you going to have one of those chocolate fountain things?
I don't know.
I don't know if we'll have a chocolate
because all
fountain
of the
this year.
vendors do their specialty for us.
Oh, really?
And so you're tasting all of the different vendors.
Oh, like the Chocolate Crocodile does a lot of stuff over at
Yeah.
the boardwalk. Wow. So do you have to get a ticket? What's the deal on that? How would one participate?
So you can go to our website at laeasterseals.com and you can purchase individual tickets, or if you'd like, you can become a sponsor and get a whole table for your whole company, or if you want your whole family to come. So yeah.
Well, Easter Seals, by its very name, are you a nonprofit?
We are a charitable nonprofit. We assist people with disabilities, and we say all disabilities, from birth to the elderly.
Well, the old saying goes from cradle to grave.
Correct.
And so that being said, and you talk all disabilities, originally it was for
Crippled
children, and originally is near the polio deal. There was a big part of that. But whenever you say all disabilities, what are some of the others that you handle and work with?
We, you could have a car accident and become totally disabled at an elderly age, or you can call on us. We help in that respects. All of the fundraising that we do goes to direct services. This year we're marketing our monies to go toward a peers program that we do for autistic people from 7 to 14 or
14 to 18 right now. And
it's a 14-week program that we teach social skills for somebody that has autism. We also are sponsoring Campership. Right now we've got about 25 young adults and children that will be going to Camp Able and Camp Aska that we'll sponsor those.
And where are those located?
Camp Aska's in Alabama, and Camp Able's right outside of Alexandria and Pollock.
So you do all this, and is this for free?
The campership is
Yes.
free for
For the people that are qualified or whatever?
It's yes, It's first, when registration opens, it's like bam, it's almost full.
Is there a limit?
Yes, there is a limit. There's 40 people that are allowed to the camp, and it's not like your typical camp that you go to. This camp is geared to your ability as to what you can do, and you have a one-on-one counselor that works with you. Instead of like most camps, you have maybe 5 people that are in your area that you help. This one is one-on-one because of the special needs.
Wow, that's powerful.
Very powerful.
And so if someone is looking for a charity to donate to, then you are one of those that handles autistic kids.
Right, we do.
14 to 18, that's a very critical age in development. Is that
Yes,
right?
It is. We even had one of the students told us that he wants to come back and he wants to be a part of teaching the class. Now, for an autistic child to be able to say that and to come out of their shell and to be a part, that is unreal.
All right, I'll tell you what, hold that thought. I'm seeing now that we've just about, it's 12 minutes past 12 o'clock Central Daylight Saving Time. We're going to take a quick break. Minute or two, we'll come right back. We're going to talk more with Miss McKenzie and talk about this chocolates and champagne that's coming up, the 100th anniversary. But for now, quick break. Tom Pace, Talk of the Town, hosting the Strategies for Living for David McMillan, live here from Bossier Parish Community College, the big telecommunications building. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
It's been more than 5 minutes. No, it hasn't.
Hey, can you two
I
keep
want
it
it.
down for
It's
me?
my turn. No, it isn't.
Please, just keep it down.
I remember days when just driving down the street would give me anxiety. And now look at me.
Don't get me wrong, I still don't love crowded places. But it's good to get out again.
Noises like that used to make me hit the deck. But now, I can keep going.
Transitioning from the military can be tough. We all have unique experiences, but many veterans are facing similar challenges. Life goes on, but some things are different now. Visit MakeTheConnection.net to watch our stories and learn ways to create the story you want to live. No one can write it for you. Make sure it's a good one. Make the connection.
In 1977, in Johannesburg, South Africa, an 8-year-old boy picked up the game of golf from his father. By the age of 9, he was already outplaying him. The odds of this gentle lad winning the Junior World Golf Championships at the age of 14, 1 in 16 million. The odds of that same boy then making it to the US and European Pro Golf Tours, 1 in 7 million. The odds of the Big Easy winning the Open Championship once and the US Open Championship twice, 1 in 780 million. The odds of this professional golfer having a child diagnosed with autism, 1 in 110. Ernie Els encourages you to learn the signs of autism at autismspeaks.org. Early diagnosis can make a lifetime of difference.
I'm 5'11", barely 5'4".
I weigh about 170 pounds.
Brown eyes.
Blue eyes.
Brown hair.
Gray hair.
I'm a baseball fanatic.
I'm a wife.
A mom. A sister.
And a grandfather.
I'm a bodybuilder.
I'm a research analyst.
Small business owner.
Teacher.
Dance fitness instructor.
Film and television actor.
I'm an office clerk.
I'm a copywriter. I'm a veteran.
I have a prosthetic leg.
I have multiple sclerosis.
I have lupus.
Cerebral palsy.
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
I'm blind.
And I'm working in a job I love.
I love.
Because I was given a chance.
Because I was given a chance.
To contribute my skills and talents.
To show my disability is only one part of who I am.
Who I am.
Who I am.
At work, it's what people can do that matters.
For more information, visit whatcanyoudocampaign.org.
And welcome back. Strategies for a Living live today from Bossier Parish Community College. The talk of the town, Tom Pace, but your guest strategist host for David McMillan on this beautiful Monday. It's going to get up to about 74, 75. Beautiful day. The rest of the week, a little cooler. Highs somewhere in the middle 60s and lows down into maybe the mid 40s. But all in all, just a gorgeous week. Get out and enjoy it. And also, as I say to you every day, be thankful for the day that God's given you and try and help others. And just like I say that, Easter Seals does that locally, nationally. Now, we're here with Bernie Bidding, who is the Director of Development for all of Louisiana, and over here with Mackenzie Morgan, who is her development coordinator.
Yes.
And we were talking about a moment ago that Easter Seals, this event, chocolates and champagne.
Mm-hmm.
There's no food per se, is that right? What do you call it?
So it's an after dinner event. You're welcome to come. It's $100 a ticket, and then you have endless chocolates. We have between 12 and 14 local vendors that come out. They bring their chocolate desserts, whether that be chocolate-covered strawberries or cupcakes or something along the line, something with chocolate. And then we have champagne for you, and you just enjoy the evening as we honor our Lily honoree.
Now, wait a minute. See, in case you didn't catch that, she said Lily. Lily.
Yep.
It's one L.
One L.
One L.
Like the
Lily,
flower.
like the flower. Okay. There is a Lily nominee. Now, I was looking on my cellular device because we're streaming this live on my YouTube Facebook page, and lo and behold, I see Cindy Chadwick is watching. Now, I don't know if you guys know who is Cindy Chadwick. She used to be Public Information Officer for Shreveport Police when this guy who was the chief, Steve Prater, was the chief. And then prior to that, she worked for the Times. And now she is the Public Information Officer for a guy that we know that's now the sheriff. His name is Sheriff Steve Prater. Are you familiar with Sheriff Prater?
We are. We honored Sheriff Prater just 2 years ago, I believe now, for all of his work that he does in our community.
Did he get the Lily Award?
He did. He got the Lily Award.
And what does that look like? Does it look like a lily, or is it a piece of thing?
It's a piece of artwork that
really?
That we designed and came up with, and it's got the chocolates and the champagne look, but it's kind of like a teardrop.
Well, now that's cool. So now, are you going to honor another Lily Award winner this year?
We are. So every year we honor somebody, and this year we're honoring Sid Potts, jeweler, Sid
Yes.
Potts, for all of his work that he does in the community.
Sid Potts is a very instrumental part of this community. When you think of jewelry, Sid Potts Jewelers donates to a lot of nonprofits in one way or the other, whether it's through product or his name or whatever he can do. And so has he been instrumental with Easter Seals?
Yes, Sid Potts has donated to us for years, and always. He's just a great guy to work with. So he's helped us a lot. I know he's helped other organizations. So we're very excited to be honoring him this year.
So tip of the hat to you, Mr. Sid Potts over at Sid Potts Jewelry. I think that's over there on Fern Avenue, if I'm not mistaken. So now you've got $100, but the deal is you're not buying a $100 ticket. You're making a $100 donation. Is that right?
Correct. And all of the money that we raise goes back into direct services.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about Here Direct Services?
Here Direct Services.
So in other words, it's not all going to the national organization?
Nothing goes to the national organization. It all stays locally for us to help those with disabilities.
Well, now see, that's very important. A lot of people want to know, is my money going to help others, or is it going for other things?
No, it goes back into direct services to where we help those with disabilities. And we're one of the few charities can say that the money stays locally helping us.
So, Morgan, in your role as Director of Development, as
Development coordinator.
Development
Yeah.
coordinator. You got that real quick. Proud for you. As development coordinator, what do you see as the big goal for this year going on past chocolates and champagne? Because you've got the 100th anniversary.
Yeah.
Are there going to be some other big things?
Yeah, so we have a few more events this year. We have Give for Good Day in May on May 7th. We're having a crawfish boil at the end of May, May 31st, to kind of help celebrate our 100 years. And then we have another big event down in New Orleans called Sealed and Styled.
Called
Sealed and Styled.
Sealed
In Style.
and Style. Does that have to do with a fashion event or something?
It was originally they had a fashion show, and now it's just another gala that we host.
Really?
But we will also be celebrating 100 years there. So.
Wow. And so that's a milestone.
Oh yes.
Let's face it, if you can say you've been around 100 years, that is a milestone, just like I'm a member of the Lions Club, and the Lions now 100 years old. So as service organizations go, we're one of the largest service organizations in the world at 100 years old.
Yeah.
So Easter seals now, nationally, and I'm looking here, I think I got about 2 minutes. We normally try and get out at 12:25. So I got 2 minutes. So Miss Bernie, before we wrap up, what is the one thing you want to make sure the people understand and appeal to them, if you will?
We're trying to make sure that this year we're got an awareness out that who we are and what we do. We're kind of like a hidden secret as far as us helping with all the people. Last year alone, we helped right at 10,000 families in the state of Louisiana.
10,000?
10,000. And people don't realize all that we do, from helping with all disabilities. And so we're just trying to get awareness out of what we do and who we serve.
All right. And Ms. McKenzie, what would your final appeal be? By the way, if someone wanted to all sit around from their business, can they buy a table?
Yeah. So you can buy a table to event. Prices start at $1,000 up to $5,000, depending on what level of sponsorship you'd like. So yeah, we encourage companies to kind of treat their employees to some great desserts, all from local vendors, their local companies, and some good champagne, just to enjoy the evening.
All right. So again, time, place, and is it morning or evening?
So it's Saturday, April 27th at Diamond Jacks Casino, and doors open at 6:30 p.m.
And then let the chocolate flow.
Yes.
The chocolate
Yes.
flow.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Another edition of Strategies for a Living. Tom Pace from the Talk of the Town, your guest strategist host right here at Bossier Parish Community College. By the way, the news is up next, right after we finish. So I bid you adieu with these words. Blue skies, green lights, God love you, don't drive distracted, help one another, because that's what the good Lord asks us to do. Till then, we'll see you next Monday, high noon, Strategies for Living.